It is one of the elusive weapons utilized by Russia to finance its war in Ukraine. Moscow is using a phantom fleet to evade Western sanctions and export its oil. In a resolution adopted on Thursday, the European Parliament calls on the EU to take action against these ships, which are often old and difficult to trace, and they pass through European waters.
At about 600 vessels of this so-called shadow fleet are operating mainly in the Baltic Sea and the Black Sea. And this is the reason why they are doing this is circumvention of the sanctions and also this price cap, which was implemented on oil and gas. And Russia is invented such a way to circumvent those issues.
This fleet makes it possible to circumvent the sanctions imposed by the European Union and the G7 in 2022, which provide for a ceiling of $60 per barrel. Thanks to these shadow ships, Russia is able to export 70% of its oil by sea. MEPs point out that this fleet represents a threat. To avoid detection by radar, Russian oil is transshipped between different vessels on the high seas, and the ships also deactivate their geolocation systems, all of which increase the risk of collision and oil spills.
So we call for European Commission and the Maritime Safety Agency, first of all, for reinforcement to tackle those vessels and make sure that all the sanctions are applied in all the territories in Europe. The second is to ban those dangerous ship-to-ship transfers, and then also to have extra funds for quick response capabilities. Because every day on every delay will cost billions, and I'm talking about only, of course, the environment catastrophe.
Russia is said to have invested around 9 billion euros to develop this phantom fleet, which would mainly transport Russian oil from the Baltic and Black Seas to India, China, and Turkey. The oil would then be refined on site and could reach Europe without being subject to sanctions.